And welcome to episode 55 of the Inside Drive podcast. As always on Thursdays now with David Hayes in studio with us. Always exciting, a lot of fun talk before the show. And of course, our staple here on the Inside Drive. People are always asking me about you, Jay. I had somebody, Ben Mormon, asked me about you yesterday at my chamber meeting about lessons and all that stuff. So he should certainly be contacting you soon here. And again, with all your lessons and everything you got going on, remind people where they can find you and what you offer.
golfwithjay.com and offer junior lessons, adult lessons. Currently have a spring clinic going on, after school program.
Spring clinic or spring clinic? Get with Jay.
Cleaning. Yeah, absolutely. So golfwithjay.com. It's that easy.
Junior lessons, individual lessons, clinic, group lessons, lunch dates, whatever it may be.
Right.
And of course, you've got the inflatable fairway now. Remind everybody what that's all about.
Yeah, it's just an inflatable, what it is, right? Inflatable fairway. You just you can do birthday parties, corporate events, weddings,
Bachelor parties.
Bachelor parties. Yep, whatever.
Yep. It's spring break here down in Panama City Beach right now, so you should probably happily go out there on the beach and just set it up and see what happens.
We can do it.
Yeah, you might need a permit, but we can help you with that permit. So
might even float in the Gulf. I don't know.
It probably would, but
could try.
Your golf balls would need to float too. And I know you're not allowed to hit golf balls into the ocean. Or the
That would be so wild with the waves coming in.
And really test your balance for sure.
Yeah.
Your balance for sure. David, and I know you're doing a lot of work with cards right now.
Yeah.
And go ahead and talk about them. I love to promote them. Yep.
Okay, all right. Well,
I like to
PCB
promote
Hobby.
good people and good businesses.
Yeah, definitely go check out PCB Hobby, the physical store. It's out there on Back Beach where Florida Linens is. Go check it out, man. It's got gold and silver, sports cards, TCGs, which is like Pokemon and whatnot, and comics as well. So go see Emma, Justin, Brian, Rick, AJ, Theron. I got to give all my guys a shout out because I don't get to work at the shop anymore, which is kind of sad because I really enjoyed that. But you could come see me on eBay Live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from about 3 p.m. Well, probably about 3:30 to 10 p.m. And then on Saturdays from 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if you like sports cards, come hang out with me, eBay Live. Just go to search for go to eBay, the eBay app, go to eBay Live, and then just search until you see PCB Hobby. Come hang out with me. And even if you don't want to buy sports cards, it's still kind of yapping like it was on the radio. But instead of just 2 hours, you get me consecutive for 7 hours with all different type of accents thrown in and just a good old time. So there we go.
The gift that
Thanks,
keeps on.
man. Thanks for that.
Absolutely. I mean, you're doing some wonderful stuff, and I love supporting good, positive businesses here in Bay County. So PCB Hobby, certainly one of those. I wish I would have took my friends. I used to work for a guy back in South Carolina. He went through this period of time where he was buying a bunch of gold. And I had an opportunity to get some too, and I really wish I would have because it's absolutely crazy
or
right now.
Or even silver, bro.
I have silver too.
When my brother first started getting into it, it was $18 an ounce. When I first started working at PCB Hobby, it was $35 an ounce. It's up to, I don't know exactly off the top of my head.
Right?
Yeah, 70-ish, $80 got up to near 100. Like, it's insane, man. And those are those materials that, I mean, biblically speaking, they will corrupt. But, and you know, they've been here since day one.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. And they're actually worth money, unlike the dollar bill, which is just a fiat currency. It doesn't really represent anything because all the reserves have been gone for a long time.
Or the penny, which is obsolete.
Yep, the
Bye,
penny.
Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
All things that glitter, are they gold? Is that the
All
deal?
right, Smash Mouth.
I think it's everything that glitters isn't gold.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
I was tracking, and then you just took me off my path, which is not surprising at all.
Well, it's needed, much needed, brother.
Absolutely.
We were very serious in the last one with Coach Whitten.
We didn't have Jay here, so there wasn't somebody to kind
of. I think Coach Whitten was looking forward to that aspect of the podcast.
Well, we'll have him back on and make sure
doubt.
Jay can be here as well. But speaking of good companies, we got Juice and Sunsets right here. This is by far my favorite one. This is Yellow Sunrise. It's pineapple, green apple, lemon, ginger, turmeric, and cayenne pepper. And if you want to find out about Juice and Sunsets, if you're not getting the vitamins and minerals your body truly needs, which most people aren't, busy schedules, processed meals, and depleted soil make it harder than ever to fuel our bodies properly. When your body is undernourished, it can't perform at its best. Energy drops, immunity weakens, and inflammation creeps in. I think we can all relate to that, especially as we get older. Especially a lot of these kids, not getting the diet that they certainly need, not eating enough fruit, not eating enough vegetables, whatever it may be. But fresh, nutrient-dense juices are simple, powerful ways to bridge that gap. They deliver essential minerals, vitamins, and antioxidants in a form your body can easily absorb, helping you feel better, think clearer, and make healthier choices one sip at a time. You can visit Juice and Sunsets on Facebook to learn more, or head over to juiceandsunsets.com to place your order for pickup or delivery. What you got there, Jay?
Tiger blood.
Tiger blood?
He's hanging out with Charlie Sheen. Winning.
That sounds like an icy flavor.
This is Evian. It comes from, where does it come from? It does, the French Alps.
The only reason I know that is because that LPGA tournament over there, the Evian Championship, is always in France. So I assume that's probably the same place. Now, what's up with the tiger's blood part of it?
Just
little droppage.
Yeah, just kind of my juice.
There you go.
Juices as well.
Man,
Yeah,
but I haven't had Juice and Sunsets yet, and I want to, but I have been getting more into juices and those like smoothie type deals of being more intentionally healthy. And I will say, like, being more intentional about the things that we're putting into our body has changed my energy levels.
Well, it happens very quickly, too. Once you kind of make that switch, it doesn't take long for you to feel that difference. You just feel better. You feel healthier. You have more energy. And something I certainly need is energy. So I love Juice and Sunsets. I love Misty and her team. They do a wonderful job. And again, they deliver it right to you, too. So you don't have to go to them to get to it. The delivery does obviously cost a little bit more because there's some labor when it comes to that.
I think we could do a whole show of advertisements.
Yep, absolutely. That'd be easy. That'd be easy. Speaking of advertisements and good business and people, Golf Plus. If you're looking to elevate your game with custom fitted clubs and pro level gear, there's only one place to go. That is Golf Plus right here in Panama City Beach, Florida. They're a golf retail and fitting destination with roots all the way back to its founding in Dothan, Alabama in 1988. At Golf Plus, the focus is simple. You get fitted right. They use industry-leading technology like the Foresight Game Changer 2 launch monitor in not one, but two golf simulators and advanced shaft matching systems to dial in the perfect club for your swing. Whether it's a full set of clubs or just a retrofit of your current clubs. But Golf Plus is more than just clubs. It's a full-service shop from expert grip work and loft and lie adjustments to quality repairs and curated selection of top brands. You'll find everything you need to play your best. And now with its renovated shop in Panama City Beach, locals and golfers visiting the Gulf Coast can enjoy premium fitting experience and apparel selection right by the sandy beaches. Whether you're a beginner or seasoned player, Golf Plus delivers personalized service, cutting-edge technology, and gear you can trust. Book your custom fitting today because the right equipment can make all the difference out on the course. They are located in the shops of Edgewater next to Firefly. Give them a call at 850-249-2726 or visit them online at golfplusretail.com. When you drink the Juice and Sunsets, your salivatory glands kind of get going, and it makes it harder to read clearly.
But you are crushing it, bro.
Yeah.
Like the
There's so
energy
many words
level,
in there
bro.
that just they kind of slip. And I try to talk slower because
I tried to do it the other week and I couldn't do it.
I was like, I don't even
well-
I'm not even gonna go participate in that business anymore. If you're gonna have no, I'm just.
That's right. You did read the Golf Plus ad.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I can't.
Well, like you said, we could sit here and do a whole show about sponsors, and we're obviously actively taking sponsors as well. Had a good conversation with one this morning that I'm hoping to get on board because it would make perfect sense with what I'm dealing with and what they offer.
Ooh,
so
there we go.
Yeah, little correlation between real life. Also got to mention, of course, our American Charlie's Athlete of the Week. This was from 2 weeks ago because usually I award it the next week after that sport was played. That was Arnold girls flag football varsity cornerback Jerica Hughes. She had 2 pick sixes in Arnold's 26-7 win against Freeport back on March 10th.
They gave up a touchdown now.
Yep. Yeah, they did. They did, and they got smoked by Destin, too. So I think once they got out of Bay County, they're starting to see some competition that's been playing for several years and just a little bit better on the competition.
Makes a difference, Team USA versus the NFL. I saw you guys kind of chatting about that on some of your posts.
Today a little bit as well.
All right,
I want to get y'all's opinion. I know, Jay, there's no chance in hell he watched that.
I know. I
didn't watch it
don't know what you're talking about.
You didn't watch it, but I'm sure you saw highlights and actually cared to find out what it was about.
Yeah, no doubt.
So American Charlie's, as we always mention, they are currently under new management, a new menu, and a new chef. They give us a $50 gift card per week to celebrate these local athletes that I love to highlight. They are your favorite American restaurant, again, conveniently located in the shops at Edgewater next to Rocket Lanes and Firefly. Great daily specials, private rooms available for parties, tons of TVs for all your college basketball games going on right now, military and first responder discounts daily. All your American favorites, fried chicken, pot roast, specials, wings, burgers, shrimp, all those classic American dishes. Can't make it into American Charlie's? Head over to DoorDash, and now they'll bring your favorite American dish right to your front door. You can give them again, you can head over there to the Edgewater Shopping Plaza. I thought I had their phone number on here, but I clearly don't. All right, let's just jump into our conversation today. Just going to start. Jay, do you know who won the opening day of baseball yesterday?
Oh my God! Oh yeah, the Yankees shut out the
Holy
Giants.
shnikes.
I know, right? I just saw it.
That just blew my mind, bro.
And I was gonna wear my Atlanta stuff today,
But
and
we
then
don't play.
and then I took it off because like I didn't want y'all to ask me any questions about it. 'Cause I ain't been keeping up with it.
Brother, it's a very bleak outlook for the Braves this year. I mean, in my opinion, with all of the injuries that we've been dealing with, I don't want to go too far further, but I'm just proud of you right now for knowing that. Was it not disgusting though, like seeing the Yankees just come out and dominate? For all you Yankees fans, I'm happy for you, but for your team coming out and just doing that, and Logan Webb on the bump, and just, man, it was just hit after hit after hit, which I try to keep the games up whenever I'm streaming, and I'll just start live commentating the games, bro.
Absolutely. Well, yesterday was opening day, but today is, I guess, more so opening day because you got a full slate of games.
Not a full slate though. It's a half slate. Braves don't even play today. They play tomorrow. So it's a little bit of a split. That was the first time in almost 10 years. I think we had a dual doubleheader on the COVID year for opening day, but that was the first time in like 10 years that we've had like an opening night game, a singular opening night game, and then we'll have opening day. But for us Braves fans, we got to wait a whole day.
Yeah,
so
one more day. Kind of a
first
awesome
full slate is Monday.
Yeah, so all games on Monday. That's I guess they're competing with NCAA March Madness as well. So
yeah, it's a little early.
Yeah, but speaking of that, you got opening baseball, you got NCAA March Madness, both the men's and the women's. You've got Masters here coming up in a few weeks. You got hockey getting close to the playoffs.
Yeah.
NBA's really close to the playoffs. And then, of course, you just got just a great – I mean, I know there's no football. I mean, technically there is football with that UFL going on.
Yeah.
But still a amazing time for sports right now, especially if you love lots of different types of sports.
Isn't it fun how, like, we talk about, Sportstober and like, all the sports going on at one time. And then – but it's just like for a sports fan, a legitimate sports fan, there's so many times throughout the year where you're just like, oh, this is awesome. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, this is awesome.
Yep. I don't, and if you don't like sports, I really don't understand why you wouldn't like sports.
I agree.
You need an MRI or something.
Yeah. Right. Speaking of different sports, what are y'all's thoughts on the NFL flag, or not NFL flag, the USA flag, and the NFL teams playing against each other in that little exhibition?
I think it's cool that they have like something to spotlight that. I think it was also really cool to show. Like I saw you and Coach Roderick Olds talking about it, and like yes, I think the NFL could put together a legitimate team. And possibly compete in the future, but it's just like how you said with Arnold football, how dominant they've been in this area. But then they go out and they're playing other teams who have been playing for years. Like there's a difference in flag football and tackle football.
Huge
difference. And when you're based on physicality will lead you. But physicality is not the name of the game when it comes to flag football. It's finesse. And those NFL football players, they can jump over people and all of that stuff, but are they dipping the way that Velon was?
That was insane.
And that kid, I believe, is from down south because the guy that's from here, Mike Layfield, old speedster, used to play softball with him. He's friends with him, so that was really cool seeing someone that he knows get that kind of notoriety and goes viral for a sweet dip and move like that. But I think it's really cool to see, and I think that for Team USA, they had that chip on their shoulder of like, we belong in the Olympics, not just big names. Are y'all wanting viewers or are you wanting gold? And I think that's what we got into with the World Baseball Classic of like, they want all the big names to be there, but then we have to put all these stipulations because of Major League Baseball, which I understand because of the investments that you put in. But at the end of the day, like, don't we want to win? Is that the name of the game, or is viewership the name of the game? Now, I know how the networks perceive it. It's all about viewership.
You can find
the happy medium.
sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So I thought it was really cool, and I would love to hear more of your thoughts because I've been reading some of them.
Well, I'm going to start with, I did it on Tuesday too. I apologized I think when they first announced this, I was like, yeah, they should definitely let those NFL players play in there. And then after watching Team USA, I was like, no, Team USA needs to be the team playing in the Olympics for us. I can't imagine one other country that's going to be able to compete with those guys.
They're nuts, ain't they, bro?
And they're so fast. I don't know how you can run full speed and almost touch your knee to the ground and then just keep going.
So Team USA, is this a flag football team?
Yeah, that's all they do. They play in international tournaments.
Okay.
They practice flag football all the time.
And they played against NFL.
Yeah, these two
and
NFL teams and some celebrity or some like I
Yeah,
Show Speed,
Logan
and then
Paul, I Show
Paul,
Speed,
yeah.
like influencers. I guess you
influencers
would call
was the
them.
word I was looking for.
And who ended up winning?
USA in the first 2 games killed both teams with the mix of NFL players and other people. Like
Wow.
killed them.
Yeah, it was like what
think the
like
total score was
83 to 20 or something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
83 to 26 or something like that between the 2 games. But then the one team, the Wildcats, which is just a random name, they played them in the championship game after they beat the other NFL team. And then they actually kind of changed how they were playing the game a little bit. Kyle Shanahan made some adjustments, I guess you could say. And they actually hung in pretty good where they were within a score going into the last drive of the game.
Who was the quarterback for the NFL team? Like,
Well, Brady was one.
Yeah, you run 2 quarterback system. It's crazy. I learned so much from watching these games. So you had Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow on one.
Oh, yep. And then Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
Brady and Hurts on the other team.
I would have lost that bet. I mean, honestly,
I
I
think-
feel like NFL,
Well, I think you
know.
just think of NFL players and you think of big, strong, best in the world football players, but that's on the tackle side of things. 'Cause
Yeah.
flag football is such a different game. It was crazy. I love the play designs too. I kind of stole some of those as well.
I knew that your motor had to have been.
mind was,
brum, brum, brum,
one, I
brum,
saw
brum.
some Instagram posts that were like 23 minutes ago, and I was like, where is this? So I chat GPT'd, where is this on?
Yeah.
And they said it was on Fox, but I couldn't find it on Fox, but they had it on Tubi. So I downloaded Tubi real quick, and it was free. So watched the games on there, which is pretty cool. And I just think it's good because now you've got varsity flag football in a lot of states that bleed up into college flag football now. So I just love that there's a whole nother leg or arm of football that anyone can really play.
Well, and it's also grown another sport for ladies to be able to get involved in it. And I love that. Like, am I a fan of the WNBA? No, like it's not my cup of tea. But like for young girls watching, you know what I mean? Like it's great for them because they can. It's grown the game so much throughout college and then the WNBA as well, which I was very fearful if they weren't able to get the CBA worked out that it was really going to take a massive hit. But they've gotten it worked out, it seems.
Yeah.
So they're going to continue to play, and I love the opportunity for young girls, professional baseball, like for them to have people to look up to and be able to say, that's something I want to do. Because if you don't ever see what you could possibly do, how are you going to just have the notion to go out and do that? So I thoroughly enjoy that, even if it's Team USA men's side. Like I think the game of flag football, and it's also lowering the chance for concussions of people who probably don't belong out there actually on a football field.
yeah.
Absolutely, that are risky.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, and even, in a personal example in my own life, like, Ryan, who pretty much plays every sport in middle school, she's not doing track right now because her body needs a rest. She had some injuries that weren't conducive to keep going. But anyway, I was like, what sports are you going to try to play in high school? Obviously, volleyball is her number one because she loves volleyball and that's what she plays the most. But she's like, I want to try it for flag football too. And then she asked me the other day, she's like, can you help me become a quarterback? And I was like, this is wild. It's like the Twilight Zone. So I had a direct impact of what the flag football stuff going on now is right into our own life there. So, all right, I want to have some fun with, not that we don't have fun with you when you guys are in studio, but who do you think has the highest college golf NIL? I don't even think he's playing yet, but he has.
Oh, it's a player?
Yeah.
Miles Russell.
Miles Russell is on the list. He is.
I don't know.
Yeah, Miles Russell is 5th on the list with $1 million in NIL at Florida State.
Blades Brown. Or no.
Dude, that's a golf name and a
It
half.
is.
Blades Brown, son.
He's actually not in the top, whatever this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Somebody
6,
has
7,
said
8, 9.
Charlie Woods, but it's
Number
not
one.
even going to
Yeah,
reach $1 million though.
3 million is what this says.
I heard it's going to be less than $1 million.
and he's going to Florida State.
Yeah, he's
How cool
committed
is
to
that?
Florida
Yeah.
State. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get Trey on to talk. Like, I don't want to be like, hey, Trey, let's talk about Charlie Woods.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about, like, because 2 guys from his own team are on here for a combined $4 million in NIL money for golf.
Ooh. I say you just be like, hey, could you get that Charlie Woods guy's dad on the podcast with us?
Yeah. Ironically, we watched some of that Netflix Tiger, which I'm surprised I hadn't watched that yet.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Earl was such a militant, like, kind of feel bad for Tiger a little bit in the beginning because like how he was kind of raised. He didn't really have a choice to do what he wanted to do. But obviously it paid off pretty well. I mean, billions of dollars. One of the most influential sports figures of all time. Number 2, I think is more about the name than it is the actual golfing ability, and that's Kai Trump. She's at Miami for $2.25 million.
So it's basically
Yeah, but
I mean, name, image, likeness,
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
That's what
there's
you're
a lot of
paying for.
comments on this particular post, and that's what everybody's saying. It's name, image, and likeness. And then number 3, you should know this one, Jay. He's the number 1 amateur golfer in the world right now.
Jackson Coyven.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
the kid from Auburn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1.75 million. And that's one that's like, he's the best amateur golfer in the world, so he should be getting some kind of stuff. But he's been at Auburn. They've won national championships. They're the number 1 team in the country. He's the number 1 player in the country. He's going to make a boat ton of money once he turns pro, I'm sure. And then 4th on the list, Arkansas.
Oh, a little Daly Jr.
Yep, John. Look at him killing this segment.
I did crush it.
Yeah, hey.
Yep, John Daly Jr. or the second, whatever they call him, at 1.25 million. He's a hell of a golfer too. He played really well. He got an exemption into that Barracuda championship, and I think he finished in the top 5 or 10. But don't quote me on that.
Somebody said Daly had a little fall.
Yeah, in the senior tournament, he was hitting at it was a desert course, so he the grass is here and it slopes down with some native area like sand, and he hit the shot and then he slid down into the bushes, and his caddy ran in and jumped there and got him. Yeah, it was
True, man. He's got to have a strong caddy.
right. Yeah. He's a big fella for sure.
He drinks a lot of Diet Cokes.
And then, like you said already, Jay, Miles Russell is at $1 million for Florida State. Ben James from Virginia at $700,000. Luke Poulter, who's at Florida for $625,000. Yep, he's been a good golfer for a while now. Yeah, I don't know how you made that correlation.
I didn't even know that.
Right? Ethan Fang at Oklahoma State University.
Vampire son?
Probably. And then Tommy Morrison at Texas for $525,000 in
Okay,
NIL
from the Doors,
money.
Jim Morrison's
Yeah.
son. Is it really?
No.
Oh.
It's his great grandson. But yes, I just wanted to we had a little contest there for Jay to kind of succeed at.
Yeah, he did too.
Thank you guys, man.
Confidence just shot through the roof.
I needed
son.
that this morning. Thank y'all.
There you go.
Let's
There you
go.
Now go ahead and build me up and just crush me. Come on.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
You were a wall and now you're gravel.
We can't let you get too high
That's
on
right.
this kind of thing here. I had another one that was a contest. I'm just trying to find it real fast.
Oh, I love it. And the word associations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I like how you are celebrating opening day today with
Yeah,
you.
thank you for
Yeah.
noticing.
Yeah.
I wore
Outside.
I wore a baseball shirt as well.
I'll read some comments while
Yeah,
you're
talk
getting
talk
that.
amongst yourselves.
Jay,
I'm
all
trying to
right.
find this.
We'll block you out for a second, right? Jay Hefner says we need to do a hat drive for Henley. Hat drive for Henley, okay. I mean, I don't know. You will always wear a different hat, I think.
What is up with this? Like somebody mentioned the other day about I'm coming down to Panama City to learn how to wear a hat. A guy knew in Atlanta, and I'm like, what am I? Do I not
think you're
rock
wearing
the hat?
No, I think you rock
Is it okay?
well. Yeah, it's
All right.
absolutely fine. That's a good. You gave me I think it was you or you. One of y'all gave me a tailor-made hat just like that, but it's the white and black version.
Gotcha.
Yep. And then
Ironically, I was cleaning out my stuff that came from my office, and I've got a box for you guys that's got a ton of hats in it, and then some golf balls for you too, Jeff.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, let's go.
Cool.
I got to give a sleeve of, because you remember you gave me 24 golf balls the last time I went golfing.
Yeah.
The last time I went golfing with you, and I got to give a sleeve of those out, and he was like, "Oh, thanks, man, brand new." I was like, "Bro, the Lord giveth, and I giveth
There
too."
you go.
It's called
Everybody
paying it
loves.
forward.
Yeah, everybody
yeah.
loves
Jay
golf
Hefner
balls.
says sweat stain. I don't see no sweat
Man,
stain.
come on, Hef. Come on. Come on.
I've seen
I
that.
think lint roller possibly.
yeah,
Yeah. But ain't nothing
I've
wrong
seen
with
that in some of his other hats.
But, I mean, dude, if
It
you're
just
out there
means
in
I'm
the
out grinding,
yeah,
man.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm grinding.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
That's
Yeah,
right.
no
All right,
doubt.
I found the post, so unless you want to just finish the comments real quick.
There's only one more. Rick Ty, what's up, gentlemen? The original three amigos. Go Braves, or in that case, go Bravos.
Bravos, there you go. There
This
you go.
is
This
Rick's
is the
favorite day of the
Yeah.
year. No doubt.
at the lounge, right? The Tiki Lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most expensive sports for kids.
Hockey.
What's the number one?
Golf.
No.
Oh, it's hockey?
It was hockey. I
All
didn't
right.
even have to give a
I would say,
clue.
man, see, it's crazy. It really
And
thinking
I think
about
it's more
this-
the equipment
Yeah,
side
yeah,
of things
yeah.
because obviously
So golf would have to be number 2, right?
I don't think so, but
Oh,
we're about to
wow.
find out. Yeah, because I mean, like a pair of skates, $500-$600, a helmet, $150, gloves, $200, a stick, $200, shoulder pads, $200, hip pads or girdle, whatever you want to call them, another $100, shin guards, another $100, and then obviously you need some kind of cup, A lot of places have neck protection and helmets. You have to have a cage. So I mean, you're looking at, I don't know what that adds up to, but let's call it somewhere between $1,500 to $2,000.
Back in my day, we would just nail some razor blades to the bottom of our shoes and get out there on the pond, get some sticks, and then we'd wield them into the correct shape.
That's probably been tried for sure.
Yeah, and then the razor blade goes right through your foot.
Yeah. Hospital bills went up during that era, making hockey even more expensive.
Yeah.
All right, number 2. Another sport that we don't have here, or really don't have anything close to be able to do this. You'd have to drive pretty far to find a location to do this particular sport.
Lacrosse.
No, we have lacrosse here, John.
That was but if I'm just being transparent,
Come
that was
on.
my thought
Thank
as well.
you.
That was
Thank
my
you.
thought as well.
North Bay Haven has
North Bay,
a varsity
North
lacrosse
Bay
team, and
does.
then over there in Walton County, they got
What
a ton
is
of
a
clubs.
sport that we don't really
Polo.
play? Water polo? I mean,
No.
we should have plenty of that, but
Yeah,
we,
I don't know if we have polo. I don't know what would make water polo expensive.
Oh, but you said polo.
What'd you say?
Skiing.
Ski and snowboard, number
Yeah,
2
okay.
on the list.
Dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's today's date?
March
26, March 26, 2026.
28, 3, 26, 26.
Yeah, there you
Remember
go.
that.
A day you'll never
Yes.
forget. All right, number 3. It's a women's sport. I don't know if we have any schools that play it
Birth
here.
gift.
Flag
Giving.
football.
Oh.
It's not flag football. What do you get? The flags and the gloves and the flags that you have to wear in your cleats. We had this in the Northeast growing up. That doesn't help you at all.
Mud wrestling.
Golly.
I don't think that's expensive either. You just need a hose or some rain and some
We
dirt.
had this in the north. I mean, polo was one.
Yeah, polo's that's expensive, I'm
I
sure.
mean,
but
you got to get the horse.
yeah, the horses aren't cheap.
I got my trusty steed today, boys.
It's a sport played with a stick and a ball, and a lot of times
Field hockey.
Yep, field
Golf.
hockey for sure.
Golf. I just love how he said it after I said field hockey. Yup, golf.
Good job. This is why I like doing this with y'all. All right, number 4, very popular around here. I think it's not the equipment that makes it expensive. It's actually the travel and the things to do. But we got a few.
Baseball.
Baseball.
No,
Which
not,
shouldn't be,
not
but-
baseball.
Football?
You're not gonna think of this. I'll give you a hint. Easton McKinney's sister's really good at it.
Oh, gymnastics.
Gymnastics. Yep. Gymnastics is number 4 on the
If
list.
you would have said Edgewater, I probably would have said
I
that.
almost was gonna say that, but that would have
Shout out
eliminated
Pam
Jay
Kitchens.
for sure. Yep. All right, number 5. You guys had already mentioned this one.
Lacrosse.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, number 6. Individual sport.
Okay. Golf.
No, but I think golf is on this
Tennis.
particular list.
Oh,
Got it.
They play dual tennis.
Tennis seems like that would be the least expensive.
That's what I'm saying.
right?
Like, I mean, that's a racket.
Yeah.
But
for
those rackets
that
are
to be that expensive.
insanely expensive. So are those pickleball.
I was being
rackets,
punny
too.
with that's a racket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a racket.
I mean, I don't exactly know what the categories are. This is from the Aspen Institute in 2019 National Youth Sports Survey.
Why
That's
is
where it
tennis
is.
so expensive? Like
That's my
basketball
thought.
shouldn't be expensive. Like we really got to get these costs down so that more kids can play.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how much they cost, and I know facility and
Travel.
But see, that's the thing. Like everyone thinks their kid at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old is going to go on and do this professionally when it's like 1%. It's like, dude, can we make fun the name of the game? And like, you know what you're going to do when you play locally is build the competition up locally. And then when you get to tournament time, then that's when you should start getting it. I mean, I don't got all the answers, but like we should start looking at these things with a little bit more common sense.
That's a very common theme right now with a lot of sports in Bay County, trying to get it to be more localized.
Yeah.
Build the competition, and then once you're ready to go outside, then go outside. I don't think y'all will get number 7 here. It's a sport that I don't even know. I've never even seen kids doing. I mean, I've seen them
Shooting.
No, I've seen kids do that.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I don't know how to give you a hint without giving it away.
Okay.
Bull riding.
What? that's a good one.
Coming up at
That is coming
Bay
up.
Point.
Yeah.
Bay Point and Bulls.
On the golf course? My goodness. 18th green. Bull ride.
Actually, when I was at Shark's Tooth, one of our member guests, we brought in a mechanical shark for everybody to ride.
That would be fun.
It was so slick that you get up and you just immediately fall off because it didn't have like a saddle or anything. It was just the shark's smooth back.
Man.
It It was hard,
But sharks aren't actually that smooth when you grab them in real life. They're more like a sandpaper refill.
especially when you take them out of water, which this was clearly out of water.
Yeah.
All right, number 7. There's a huge event that is in the country of France that this sport is a part of.
Biking.
Cycling, yep.
Cycling.
Yep. I don't know what makes cycling expensive. I didn't even know that was a youth
I mean, them
sport.
bikes are expensive, but
Yeah, they are.
again, like one of them things, like we could find ways to make it expensive for the adults, but for the youth,
Yep.
get them in there,
youths.
man. I mean, daggone parents are that.
Yeah.
Once they get to ages 15 and 16, the insurance is through the roof. So,
Yep, lower the
golly.
price. Yeah. Number 8, one y'all said kind of right off the jump.
Golf.
Football,
Golf.
golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the average annual spend per child. I just noticed that there's a little caption at the bottom that
How much
tells
is that?
you what it is. It doesn't say what
Oh.
it is, but it's all these are the average annual spend per child in each sport, so that makes a little more sense.
What kind of a journalistic article such as this doesn't give you the numbers like to go off of? Like, we're going to tell you that this is the this is how they fall, but what actually got them to this point? We'll let you go search for it.
All right, number 9. We have some pretty good local youth athletes, not youth athletes, but high school athletes in this particular sport, and I believe they go down to somewhere in
Wrestling,
close.
Basketball.
weightlifting,
No. It's not on land, but in
swimming.
yes, swimming. Water was the correct answer, Jay. And swimming is how David
See,
got
that's
it.
another like your speedo. Like that's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
bro.
This makes no sense.
Here's what I'm gonna do while you guys guess number 10.
All right.
It's something you like to announce, David. And I really,
football.
I don't know. I don't really
Oh.
know any.
Mixed martial
UFC.
arts.
Yeah, MMA.
UFC.
What kids are doing MMA?
I mean, like, you got wrestling and stuff like that, and you got grappling, but I think you gotta be, I'm pretty sure you have to be 18 to do, like, MMA, as far as, like, getting in a octagon or a cage and
I would
doing
hope
that.
so anyway.
Yeah, because I know that we'll have, like, youth grappling. Like, we've got a VIP event coming up at Captain Anderson's on May 16th. So that's going to be really cool if y'all want to come check it out. Then another event coming up in June. If y'all haven't been to these Impact Fight League events, come check them out.
Man.
Yeah.
Me and you, Ed. Man, that's intense stuff, man.
Being up on the cage has given me, calling these has given me such a new respect for the sport because I already respected it. Like, I know I can't get up in that ring or in the cage and do that, but just like now the fights that I used to consider boring, like the technicality and all
you
of that,
understand
I'm
it a
like,
lot
yeah,
more. Yep.
exactly. And I guess anytime that you understand something more, you appreciate it more.
All right, so I dove into this 59-page report, and it's got the family spending per sport, kind of average range on annually. Or let's see, this is a lot of information to digest. Basically, baseball says $0 to $14,500 a year. It starts with 0 for every. So the average, I guess, what's number 2 on this? It's so small. This is a crazy report. Basketball, $9,229 annually on average. And this includes registration, equipment, travel, lessons, camps, other, and
Oh, so this is like the whole shebang.
The whole shebang, yep.
I got you.
Yep. And I don't know what SD stands
Well,
for.
yeah, you gotta have like a specialist for most of these, like
Yeah.
the top 10 sports that we're talking about. You gotta go to golfwithjay.com if you want to get better at golf. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're not charging enough, Jay.
I don't know.
Let's see what golf is
know.
3,000.
Let's make things cheaper. Raise your prices, Jay.
Chat GPT. That's the way of the world.
Right,
See?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, golf average annual spend, it looks like $3,240. Or no, $3,825. Let me see the most expensive one down here. Yeah, tennis is. Hold on, sorry.
Hold up.
This is
Wait a
this is what
minute.
I'm-
Let me put some research in it. Oh yeah, that is small.
And I can't zoom in enough to see the number while still seeing what category it's in because my eyes are so bad. There's one on here that's $34,900. That's tennis.
What?
Yeah. This is a good way for you to choose what sports you want your kids to get into.
For real?
Yeah, wrestling's not bad at $4,600. Again, this is annualized between all those categories
Yeah.
that I had mentioned. There's another one at $21,020. That's looks like that's swimming. What did I say? The most expensive one, ice hockey.
Yeah.
$30,700 annualized.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna back out of this report now.
Get you a. That's a sport. That's basically a salary, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no kidding.
and it's non-existent down here, so I don't think we need to worry about it.
Yeah.
If you go to a little bit further into the peninsula of Florida, that's where you're going to see a little bit more there. Of course, I want to talk about the Sweet 16 that starts tonight and then continues through tomorrow, and then we'll obviously have our Elite 8 this weekend. All right, Jay, guess what we're going to do?
What?
Pick
the
these games. We haven't done a pick 'em in a long, long time. I'll pull up the odds for you, Jay, just to make it a little easier for you. All right, we're going to start with the first game tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's Thursday.
Yep.
Man, boy, the Tide play tomorrow.
Texas and Purdue. Currently, Purdue is a 7.5 point favorite over Texas, which I don't consider Texas a Cinderella story, given how much money they have in NIL. So
I mean, I get that, but still being an 11 seed though, like, and the way that, because I picked BYU over Texas.
Yeah, that's the thing a lot of people did.
Because of how they struggled in the play-in game. We're also talking about a team that played in the play-in game. So I do
one
kind
more
of
game.
consider that, but yeah, go ahead, Jay.
Well, if you look at my bracket, my goodness.
Dude, I got all of the Sweet 16 teams right except for two of them, Iowa and Nebraska.
Nebraska is one of those.
But
teams.
everything else was spot on.
I'll go Purdue on 7.5 favorite.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't have to pick the points. You just got to pick the winner.
Yeah.
I'm going Purdue as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably stick to my bracket.
Is there any perfect brackets out there?
No, there's none left.
There was one headed pretty deep into the first weekend. But yeah.
Huh.
I think after that Florida Iowa game, I think that's what probably
Yeah.
dude, that game was so insane. There was the round 2 was some really good games.
For sure. I'm going to go with Purdue as well. I think
Sweep.
This is where Texas's Cinderella run that may not really be a Cinderella run ends. All right, next we got Iowa and Nebraska.
So
Nebraska is a 1.5 point favorite in that game, Jay.
Nebraska.
yeah, so for this one, I'm gonna go with Iowa since I don't really have any skin in the game for this one. I'm gonna go with Iowa to keep that. I mean, they're big. They've got what do they call them? The Balkan Five, I think.
Yep,
So
that's Illinois, I think.
Oh, okay, all right. So
I think.
there's just so many, as they've been talking a lot about exciting whites out there. But I'm gonna go with Iowa to keep it running.
I'm going to go with Iowa as well. I think Nebraska's miracle basketball season comes to an end today at roughly about what? They're playing at 6:30, so about 8:45 tonight. And then 8:45 game right after that one is Arkansas and Arizona. Arizona's a 7.5 point favorite. What's the kid's name that's on Arkansas?
I'm nowhere near plugged in, which is why my bracket's probably doing so great.
Yeah, right?
It's because I'm nowhere near as bro, sports are I love watching them when I have the time to watch them, but they're an afterthought right now,
Yeah.
which has been such a.
I should know the
blessing.
dang kid's name. I don't know why I'm blanking on it because I blank on a lot of stuff.
I think he's a junior of some sort, like his
Yeah. If Adam Mullinex was watching, he'd correct me very quickly.
There
He's
you
a
go.
big
I don't have the comments pulled up right now.
And then, so Jay, who you got, Arkansas or Arizona?
I'll go Arizona on that.
Yeah, my bracket's got Arizona. I'm gonna go with Arizona over Arkansas, but I think Arkansas is gonna give them a run for their money. I really do, because Arkansas, they've got what it takes. I just think Arizona only 2 losses on the year.
Yeah.
They're gonna pull it out.
Well, I'm going to go with Arkansas because of that particular young man that I cannot remember his name, but I'm going to find out right now because it's driving me crazy. Arkansas b-ball player.
That's the coach that come over from, where did he
Yeah.
come
Coach K. Calipari. Yep.
Yeah.
Coach K. That was Krzyzewski.
from? Yeah.
Darius Acuff Jr.
A-Cuff. That's right. Thank you.
You welcome.
A-Cuff's going to bring the Razorbacks to beat the Wildcats this evening. And then, Jay, last but not least, the Fighting Illini versus one of the best 2 seeds, in my opinion, the Houston Cougars.
Now, you know I'm going with the Cougar.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Cougar.
The Cougar.
Give us the line.
uh,
No, That was one of our first ever podcast episode where you said we were talking about high school football. I forget where they were going, but you said something about the grandmas because the Cougars were coming tonight or something.
Oh, talking about Varsity Blues?
Yeah,
because the Coyotes are.
But you turned it to whatever those teams were. I can't remember.
I gotcha. Cougars by 6.
So bet them with the points then is what you're saying.
Yeah.
My bracket's got Houston. I'm going to go with Houston as well.
Yeah, as
I'm gonna
am
stick
I.
with 'em.
So another sweep there as I've got Houston moving on in a couple of my brackets that are still, quote unquote, at least alive. All right, and then we'll move to
I only
tomorrow's.
did one bracket this year. I old schooled it.
Let's
Same here.
go. Is it a
Same here.
paper bracket?
No, not that old school.
Speaking of paper brackets, I got in Doc A's bracket, but I'm doing horribly because I
Oh,
had Florida
man.
winning that one.
I just went chalk this year. I was like, and so first round though, I was like 20 percentile, like very bottom. And in the bracket, I was like, we got 35 people in our group. I was like 27th or whatever. But then after that second round, 90 percentile. Let's go.
Jay, what does chalk mean?
Chalk. Greek word.
Yes, the etymology is so important.
Can I have the language of origin,
I mean, the
please?
first thing is Choctaw that comes to my
Yeah.
mind, but
That's certainly not Greek. That's an Indian group, but you were close.
I've been here to Choctaw. My baby, she's a Chippewa.
an Indian outlaw, baby.
Yeah.
Half Cherokee and Choctaw.
Okay.
She's a Chickasaw.
So we're gonna sit here and wait on this
I
while
don't
he's
know.
deflecting.
I don't know.
Chalk just means like favorite.
Yeah.
My chalk.
Yeah.
Chalk.
You had a lot of chalk in your
I'm calling
picks
it that
today.
for now. I'm going Choctaw, y'all.
Choctaw. Don't ever change, Jay.
Oh, I
Don't
won't.
ever
Trust
change.
me.
We
I
know.
never-
I've known you for a long time now, and you're still the same person from the day I met you. I just know you a lot better now than when I
That's
first met you.
right. Same here, Mulvey.
All right, Alabama and Michigan.
My bracket's got Michigan. I'm obviously gonna go fan favorite right here.
Yeah.
I do think Michigan's gonna end up winning the game. But if Alabama's shooting, like if their
If they're
threes
shooting
are
the
on,
three, they can.
what's so
run it.
funny though
the
is
whole time.
that they beat Hofstra 90-78. And then they waxed Texas Tech, but like they scored 90 points in that game. And I was like, man, there was 4 minutes left where they were at 90. I was like, oh, they're gonna score over 100 in this game, And then they put in the bench players and everything. So it's not like they actually shot all that much better. The difference was their defensive play and then also sharing the ball. But I'm gonna go with the Tide for my fandom's sake.
Yeah.
What about you, Jay?
You know what? I'm going to take the Wolverines. I'm
Really bold
just kinda
pick
see-
there.
Yeah.
Look at him dance with that basketball.
That's right. I'm taking Michigan.
All right, you got Michigan. David's got Bama. I really want to pick Bama, but I picked him in my bracket at this stage to beat Michigan because I figured Michigan wasn't going to win the whole thing. So I'm going to go with Bama.
Okay.
Even though Aiden Holloway is no longer active or is even at the university anymore.
I'm not sure about all of that. I'm glad that Nate Oates did not play him.
Yep.
Look, there's one thing, like you had the Brandon Miller situation where it's like innocent until proven guilty, and
Yep.
I will ride till I die on innocent until proven guilty. However, when there is a picture with elbows upon pounds
Yep.
on top
can't-
of your vehicle, like you're done. And you should be thinking, man, like,
the
come on,
problem.
what are you? I get it, and I get being young and all of that, but it's like, brother, you're already making money. You have a chance to go pro.
Yep.
Like, what is this helping you outside of your status with your buddies?
And what
You
does
know
your
what I
status
mean?
with your buddies mean? You're a Division I basketball player for
Right.
an SEC team.
But I'm glad that Nate Oates didn't play him or try to find a way,
Yeah.
like to make that happen. I think that happens all too often, where it's
Yep.
like, hey, let's make sure that yes, they're athletes, but they
They don't get any special privileges
Yeah.
above us common folk.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Michigan State and UConn. This is probably be one of the closer of all these.
Yeah,
games.
this I think, man, Izzo and Hurley here. This
It's
is
the
gonna
old
be
school coaches that are still coaching in the league, getting all that NIL money that they need. Jay, what do you got? Michigan State or UConn?
UConn's I got to go UConn. Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with my bracket on this one. I'm gonna go with UConn, but I agree with you, man. I think it's gonna be an extremely close game.
I'm going to go with Tom Izzo and the Spartans.
Izzo.
Michigan State. My left hand's still not 100%, but it's getting there. All right, next we got Tennessee and Iowa State. Iowa State's a 3.5-point favorite against the number 6 seed Tennessee Volunteers, who keep finding ways to win basketball games.
Mm-hmm. What should I go with, David?
Whatever your heart desires.
I'll go Tennessee.
Yeah, I like how you put your bracket up. You're like, I'm just gonna shoot from the hip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or he forgot to fill those games out.
Well, I saw Mulvey's $100 Firefly gift card, and I was like, "Oh shoot! Like that's worth a bracket chance right there."
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, I'm in last place.
Yeah, but you're still on borrowed time from your victory in the NFL Pick'em a couple
That's
years
right.
ago.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
You're probably good for another 5 years or so.
Yeah.
All right, David Hayes, who you got?
I'm gonna go Iowa State with my bracket. I think another fun game here, but Iowa State just seems to be really strong and consistent as well. I think the buck stops here for the Volunteers.
I like that. I had Iowa State at this point in a couple of my brackets too, because I just like the way they play basketball, and I think this is going to be another really good game, but I think Iowa State and the Cyclones come out on top. All right, last but not least, Jay, we got Duke and St. John's, which is actually the first game tomorrow. I just kind of went out of order there, but that's okay. Duke is a 6.5-point favorite against Rick Pitino's St. John's Cardinals? No, St. John's. I just said Cardinals because he was at Louisville for so long.
Nah, it's not Cardinals. I think they're like the red or something like that. St. John's red.
Sounds right. I've heard that before.
I know Cornell.
I've heard that before. Well, their color is red. Yeah. Red Storm.
Red Storm. Okay, thank you. All right, Jay, Duke or St. John's in the Red Storm?
I'll go with Duke.
Yeah, I got Duke winning the whole thing. So give me Duke. Give me Duke or give me the Red Storm. I'll take Duke.
All right. So we got 2 Dukes. Just to be different and continue with the old school coaches, we'll go with Rick Pitino and the Red Storm.
Okay.
How many number 1 seeds are going to make it?
Is that a question?
It was kind of rhetorical, but I was just trying to.
Because I've got Duke and Zona in the championship.
Nice. So 2 number 1 seeds.
Yeah.
Off.
I mean, we had it last year. And honestly, I had Houston over Florida. I believe in the Elite Eight or Final Four. Like Houston get back from last year. Because what a championship game that was last year.
Awesome. But,
I mean, wild for Florida to score 114 in the first round. And then in the second round, like that heartbreaker of a shot, man.
Torn out. It's kind of like,
shout out Coach Hill watching with us. What's going on, Coach?
I've been trying to get him to come on. Hopefully he'll come on at some point. But before we get into some crazy stories, I did want to give a shout out to both Gulf Coast State College men's and women's basketball teams.
Did they pull it out in overtime last night?
They did. They won, I believe it was 99-91 to move on to the Final Four of the NJCAA Division I men's basketball championship. So congratulations to the Commodores on the men's side yesterday. Trent Lincoln went for 28 points in that overtime victory over a very familiar opponent in Northwest Florida State College. Pretty crazy that you play them multiple times a year and then you go up to Kansas in the national championship and you have to play them again. But we've got a lot of really good college JUCO basketball teams across the Panhandle. And then on the ladies' side, they won yesterday to head over to the Sweet 16 side of things. The player of the game was Mila Benton. She went for 33 points, 6 rebounds, and shot almost 77% from the field. So another big victory there for the Lady Commodores, who made it based on winning their state championship. The men's won it got in an at-large bid because they had such a great season. They were ranked so high in the country. So again, we've got such great JUCO ball right here in our area, not just on the basketball side of things, but on baseball and softball as well.
One of the guys that buys cards for me is a coach for Utah Valley, and he recruits pretty heavily in this area. It's crazy, like all of the different areas of the world that I'm in contact with like every day, and then like people like that coming in, former professional football players and stuff like that. It's
That's
like,
cool.
all right, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm networking while I'm working, baby.
Right. Yeah, that is pretty dang cool. All right, Jay, why don't you start us off with some crazy stories?
Oh, here we go.
And I know you got
Should we
one
hide our
because
arms and legs?
I sent one Yeah, that is.
Yeah, he sent me one.
Dude, that is one of the craziest.
That's not the one I sent him though.
okay.
But yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that. One of the first times that all these crazy stories that we usually pull up, it's been all over the news, whether it's local news, national news, whatever it may be. So I guess the afternoon light debrief, as we used to call it, has been spreading across across multiple media platforms.
Cool.
All right, you ready, big guy?
I am. So where was this?
It's got to probably be
Northern Oman, Oman.
probably Egypt.
I would think so. I see pyramids.
Yeah,
I see pyramids.
There's a fair assumption there that it's somewhere.
But there's
out.
pyramids
A
in
pharaoh assumption, if you don't mind.
But down in Mexico they have pyramids too, right? Like the Mayans,
The Aztecs.
Aztecs and the Incas and the yep, they do have Mayan pyramids, not Egyptian pyramids.
But I think
Inco
this
de
is
Mayans.
That is certainly not in. I don't believe they have camels in Mexico. Maybe they do. I don't know, but I know they're more common out there in the Sahara Desert.
They migrate every.
They hop on a camel ship and come right across.
Yeah.
Dolphins with that one guy.
Yeah. Underwater, they spoke to him.
Northern Oman, 20 camels were disqualified from the 2026 Camel Beauty Festival in Al Masana, Northern Oman, after veterinarians discovered cosmetic enhancements like Botox, lip fillers, silicone implants, and even artificially inflated humps.
Miles.
These procedures violate the competition's strict rules. Camel beauty contests are a long-standing tradition across Oman and parts of the Arab world, where breeders proudly present animals judged on features like shiny coats, long necks, and strong, well-shaped humps.
You gotta love a good hump on a camel.
I know, right? I know. Officials say the disqualifications are meant to protect the integrity of the event and encourage breeders to rely on natural beauty rather than artificial enhancements.
We should take notes, fellas.
Can they paint their toes?
I mean, that's not.
I would imagine so, but there may not be a category for like how nice their toes are.
I got
But I don't know what the categories are. I'm just assuming there, and you know what happens when we assume. All right.
Makes a camel out of you and me.
Pivoting to another foreign country story. There's a bar in Thailand where you can fight people for free beer. The reggae bar on Koh Phi Phi, Thailand.
Reggae in Thailand?
Yeah, reggae bar on Koh Phi Phi Island is famous for its live boxing experience with no ticket or entry fees. The bar invites crowd members to step up and fight for a free bucket of beer. Tourist bouts run for about 2 rounds of 1 minute each, with full gear provided. Win or lose, fighters walk away with a free bucket and medal. There's no entry fee either. You just need to buy a drink to get in. Participation is entirely voluntary.
Is this not something that seems perfect for spring break here? Like, because it seems like that's tourist based.
Yeah.
Is that in Bangkok?
It's in
Thailand. I bet it's in Bangkok.
I said Koh Phi Phi, Thailand.
Oh,
KOHPIPHI. I'm going to go with Koh Phi Phi or Koh Phi Phi.
Koh
There's a
Phi
lot
Phi.
of, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why it's part of our stories today. That's kind of how it
Could
goes.
you imagine? Oh, look, some more Americans. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, man.
One of the hangovers was over there in Bangkok, right? Or in Thailand.
Yeah.
I'm just really picturing, like, what does that look like? Reggae, but in Thailand. They're like, all right, man. I've tried to do, like,
Indian / reggae accent.
Yeah.
That's hard.
I could see you commentating that over in Thailand. That'd be great.
Steve walks into the bar.
Oh, and the bucket drops and he lost all his free beer.
That'd be a bummer. All right, this is just a headline one.
And you would think that beer's probably cheaper over there, too, anyways,
Maybe
right?
it's not, and that's why they have to fight for it. I don't know. Florida woman calls police on neighbor for having a British accent. The title goes on to say, "We won that war and he knows it." That's literally the whole story.
I could just imagine her. He knows we won that war. Get out of here with that accent. You better learn our language.
Yeah, 1,000%. That's what's happening. All right, this is from just down the road in Pensacola.
Okay.
Florida woman pees on Airbnb furniture and causes $5,000 worth of damage in the name of OnlyFans content. Pensacola, a woman just got arrested for peeing on over $5,000 worth of furniture in not one, but 2 separate Airbnbs owned by the same person on the same street. She filmed it and uploaded it to an adult content site. Nicolette Key, might just be Key, it's Keough. She's 31 out of Pensacola, is now facing 2 felony criminal mischief charges after the Airbnb owner received a tip through the app that her guest was destroying the property. The owner then found videos online of the woman urinated throughout the rental like she was marking her territory. The damage list first reads like a yard sale list that got hit by a biblical plague. An antique crown royal chair, a rug, a typewriter, 4 dining room chairs, a coffee maker, a bed, a TV, a record player, a toaster, and an electric fireplace. $3,980 in damage. She peed on the toaster. What did the toaster do to you, Nicolette? The police said she did it again in a second Airbnb next door, peeing on a vase, another rug, an accent wall, a chair, a tiger rug, and that caused around $1,375 worth of damage. Now look, this behavior is genuinely insane, and this woman deserves every charge coming her way. But the audacity of Airbnb owners asking you to strip the bed, start the laundry, take out the trash, load the dishwasher, and leave a mint on the pillow for the next guest after charging you $200 cleaning fee is one of the greatest scams in modern hospitality. You're paying hotel prices to do housekeeping for someone who owns 2 rental properties and calls himself an entrepreneur. So while the woman absolutely should have not had the freak off in these vacation rentals, I do understand the general frustration with Airbnb culture on the spiritual level. That's just this particular person.
I mean, that's just their commentary on that. But
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but you just don't have to do those things.
No,
but
yeah.
you don't have to pop a squad again.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure you could make money just being at your own house.
That is insane, bro.
That's
And the
crazy.
fact that people will pay to see things like that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
our entertainment, amazing.
All right, the story that's very mainstream
Let's
right
go.
now. So
Let's
it's not
get
as
into it.
it's not as crazy as our normal stuff because everybody probably already knows about it. But if
Hide
you
your
don't,
arms, hide your legs.
buckle up. Shocking, a man with no arms or legs who is a professional cornhole player is accused of murder. Fox 5 DC said police said 27-year-old Dayton James Weber was in his Tesla SUV when he shot Wells in the passenger seat. Then he pulled over and asked the 2 backseat passengers to help pull Wells out of the car. They refused and got out of the car before calling the police. Weber fled the scene and was arrested at a hospital in Charlottesville, Virginia. The man was charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, and other charges. Jay, what are your thoughts on that?
He had no arms, no legs.
Here's him shooting a gun.
Oh, so he's got some little.
He's got some.
Oh,
he's
dang. He's half.
He's half.
No,
He's half.
He's a happy.
He's got half arms.
Not
He's,
the wrong
he's got half arms. What? I mean,
I don't know. What I
They like to be called a quarter plus a quarter, not a half. But there's just so many questions, right? Obviously, he can shoot a gun because you can see that in this
Yeah.
video. But I saw how he plays cornhole too. He basically chucks it like that.
Well,
But
Rick Barry style.
I guess, and I know people you can drive cars because they make a lot of where you can just. But
Yeah.
I don't know how he's using his.
well,
hands.
Teslas just drive on their own.
That's
anyway.
true. Yeah, that's
He's
true.
got-
Yeah.
That's why he drove away because Tesla's like, oh no, this isn't good. We're just gonna go. But yeah, I mean,
And you can still get a DUI if you are in a self-driving car. I mean, like you can't. That's still a DUI.
you can get a DUI if you're sitting in a car in your parking lot and it's on and you're over the legal limit.
Yeah.
You can get a DUI on a bike or a lawnmower.
Yeah, absolutely.
The V stands for vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Um,
But I want to know, like, how did they handcuff him? What did they do to restrain him? There's just so many questions. A lot of them have been answered by this point, but just different things.
Just,
that certainly
it stinks because so after he shot the dude, then he asks the people in the car with him to help him
get him
remove
out,
the,
yeah.
the body, and they're like no, and then go and do the right thing, which is always a tough situation
Yep.
when you're like put in that situation. It's like, bro, you just killed him. Like, are you not gonna kill us? But
Right.
what led to this? And
there's so
we'll
much more
probably
to the
never
stories
know.
that
Yeah,
we're not
exactly.
getting. Yep, absolutely.
so he was a professional cornhole.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Corn Julio.
Cornholio.
Apparently, he was pretty good at it too.
I mean, you
It
gotta
sounds
be
like
if
it.
you build up a name for yourself to be so recognized after, because it would be one thing if he wasn't. I guess regardless, making it to the ACL, the American Cornhole League.
Yeah, you gotta be
there's
good, really
yeah.
What was his form again, Mulvey?
Like he I've seen videos that he would like pinch the bag like this and then jump up and throw it. You can find him. It's pretty, actually, it's probably more skilled than throwing a bag like that, for sure. All right, David, you finish us with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Alrighty. Every year, an Italian town puts the politician who made the year's dumbest decision in a cage and dunks him into a cold river as part of a local tradition. Blowing fact, every year the city of Trento, Italy celebrates the Feste Vigilante by continuing the tradition of the tonka, a humorous reenactment of a medieval punishment once reserved for blasphemers. During this satirical event, a mock tribunal of penitents reviews the most ridiculous local scandals or political blunders from the past 12 months and sentences the offending public figure to be lowered into the freezing Adige River. While a stunt double or dummy is typically used, oh, come on, man, y'all just lost all
the cred went away.
Yeah, there you go. Typically used in the cage today for safety, the spectacle remains a beloved piece of local theater that serves as a blunt reminder for politicians to remain accountable to their constituents. Hashtag Italy, hashtag weird history, hashtag Italy travel, hashtag political satire, hashtag fun facts.
I probably wouldn't have brought that one up had I actually, my thing is I never read these. I just read the headlines.
Yeah, no, that's the best part, though, because then that really gives us the ability to dive a little deeper into these.
But had I known that they didn't actually put the politician in the water, I probably would have just skipped that one.
Yeah, but, I think the premise of it is cool, but I mean, dude, especially at this day and age of where we're at with politicians, like, I think there needs to be some, let's not stone them and kill them to death, but some sort of humiliation tactic. Put them on fear factor, political fear factor. When you do wrong by us, we do wrong by you. For the people, by the people, we the people.
That's right.
Amen.
Running for president.
I think you'd get a lot of votes for that. Yeah. All right. Last one for real. Panama City Beach 2015. On this day, this was back on March 11th in 2015. On this day in Florida history, a church in Panama City Beach called the Tabernacle lost its tax exemption status because, I need you to stay with me here, it was hosting naked paint parties during spring break and called the $20 cover charge a donation. The place was operating under a religious organization called the Life Center, a spiritual community, which is already the most suspicious name for anything ever. Every night during spring break, they were running an event called Amnesia, which featured a slumber party Sundays, nude paint nights, and advertising that promised the sexiest ladies on the beach. The real house of worship stopped very spiritual. The Panama City Police at the time, Police Chief Drew Whitman went on TV and said what everyone was thinking. I've been to a lot of nightclubs and I've been in a lot of churches. This is not a church. The sheriff followed up by saying they might not sell alcohol or drugs, but that doesn't mean that the stuff here just absolutely dismantling the entire operation on camera without breaking a sweat. After getting exposed, Amnesia posted a statement claiming that Tabernacle was just a community that serves no alcohol and bans illegal drugs for the youth during spring break at night to intact another fun, safe environment up until 5 a.m. A fun, safe environment until 5 a.m. at a church with naked paint butters in Panama City Beach during spring break. Only PCB do you lose your tax-exempt status because of a financial audit, not because the cops saw body paint and foam machine and said absolutely not.
Well, that's why the Bible tells us to test the spirits. A lot of people get into that spiritual side of things, and I'm trying to tell you guys, get into your word, get into your Bible, and you can test the spirits, but the spirit ain't going to be communicating with you if you're not in his word, and things like that are very important. So they definitely deserve to lose their tax exemption. That is, whoa! It's wild, man, especially to do it under that guise. I mean, you say something's a church, where do people's minds all automatically go? And but hey, it's rampant just without even the obvious signs of things like that. There's also churches who are manipulative of their constituents.
Absolutely.
So hey,
absolutely. We'll end with some local stuff like we always do. The Bay County softball tournament, which came to an end last night, was a pretty cool tournament, as I mentioned on Tuesday, because 2 games had already been played. The original quarterfinal games were Arnold and Bay and Mosley and Rutherford. Arnold beat Bay 20-1. Mosley beat Rutherford 15-0. That brought us to the semifinals on Tuesday night that started on Monday. Arnold lost to Bozeman 19-3. Mosley lost to North Bay Haven 13-0. Just shows how the progression of softball teams kind of go up significantly when you get to that next level. And then, of course, a fantastic game last night, a back-and-forth game between Bozeman and North Bay Haven. Bozeman ended up winning that one 7-6 in what was it called? A classic softball county matchup. All those games were played over there at Gulf Coast State College. So a really cool event that the county put on. I think that was very fun. Good for the community. People could go watch it at a different venue, support and root for their teams. I know softball, especially with North Bay Haven and Bozeman, is one of the premier programs at those two schools. As we get ready to go here, I got to stumble through a couple more ads. First, we'll go with Firefly. If you're looking for an unforgettable experience on Florida's Gulf Coast, welcome to Firefly in Panama City Beach, Florida, where casual elegance meets world-class cuisine. Whether you're celebrating a special night out or just want phenomenal food with a seasonal vibe, Firefly delivers. From award-winning fresh Gulf seafood and perfectly seared steaks to world-class sushi bar and signature cocktails, every dish is crafted with passion and flair. Step inside and you'll find an atmosphere that is warm, welcoming, and refined. Ideal for date nights, celebrations, or simply savoring an evening with friends. With an ever-evolving menu and dedicated service staff, Firefly is more than dinner, it's an experience. Make your reservations today and taste why Firefly is one of the top dining destinations in Northwest Florida. Visit their menu online, enjoy coastal favorites, and become a part of the tradition. Firefly, located in the shops of Edgewater. Book now at fireflypcb.com and dine with this distinction. As we finish up here on the Inside Drive, I've got to talk about one of our newest sponsors. That is the Back Nine in Panama City Beach. If you love golf, this place is unreal. They've got state-of-the-art golf simulators where you can play some of the most iconic courses in the world and get real data on your swing. The best part, they're open 24/7, so you can grind on your game anytime you want. Even better, check out their memberships. They can include unlimited tee times, 24-hour access, bring your buddies, plus discounts on merch and events. Founding memberships are currently on sale, which include a lifetime discounts. Rain or shine, day or night, the Back Nine is the spot to play. Go find the Back Nine PCB on Facebook or head to theback9golf.com/Panama City Beach, Florida, and book your bay today. Soft opening scheduled for April 6th. As they get closer to opening, we'll have some of the guys like Scott on the show with us to tell you a little bit more about this new venture here in Panama City Beach. It's also got lounge, bar, drinks, all that cool stuff. Right there next to the Publix off of Navy Boulevard. Join now and be a part of the new way to play golf. Jay, what do you think about the new Back Nine PCB coming here to Panama City?
I can't wait for it to come open. I mean, well, you get a haircut right there. You can get a massage. You can go to Publix. You can do whatever you want to right there.
Get some Chinese food too.
Yeah, Chinese food. Yeah. All right,
and there's
there.
a liquor store right at the end of the
plaza
too.
It's perfect. Yeah,
all the vices: golf, massage, Chinese food, haircut. Booze, all right there. And then, of course, if you need to go get some food, a little pub sub or some
massage, get a 9-iron to the vehicle. Let's go.
Yeah.
One-stop shop.
Pulling that Tiger Woods thing right back to the beginning. Nicely done. Nicely done. Well, as always, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, go to our YouTube page, trying to build up that followership as well. And then, of course, we're also on all the major podcast sites. The edited, full-produced version will be posted tomorrow, usually about mid-afternoon. And, of course, look out for our highlight clips as well. Again, we appreciate you tuning in. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Gentlemen, thanks as always for coming in. I can see you guys next Thursday.
I'm definitely here, yeah.
I was definitely looking at him.
He wasn't even looking at you. He was looking right at me.
Yeah.
This is the highlight of my week, man.
That's right. Yeah. Confidence, not really sure. All right,
find out next Thursday if Jay will be here.
Yeah, will Jay show up or not? That is the question. We'll put a poll up on Facebook here in just a little bit. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next Tuesday.